What if I told you that the United States conducted one of its most delicate military drills, the kind that only takes place when things are out of the ordinary in secret while the majority of the world was preoccupied? No notice about breaking news. No urgent news conference. Maximum readiness is just a terrifying term tucked away in official jargon. Thus, the question is straightforward. What is known by the U.S. Strategic Command that we are unaware of? By the time you finish watching this film, you will know why military analysts are paying such close attention and why this moment is much more important than it first appears. Number 11. The silence. Rarely do the direst warnings in history make a sound. They don't have emergency broadcasts, sirens, or banners announcing breaking news that flash on TV screens. Rather, they come subtly, concealed by well-chosen terms like exercise, readiness, and routine. Governments pay attention while the public moves on. U.S. Strategic Command recently conducted a high-level exercise with little media coverage, but the ramifications were felt in military and intelligence circles throughout the globe. In this situation, remaining silent is a tactic rather than a sign of assurance. And when nuclear readiness is kept quiet, it merits more investigation. Number 10. The Command. U.S. Strategic Command, known as USSTRATCOM, sits at the very top of America's deterrence structure. This is the command that controls nuclear weapons, long-range strike capabilities, space operations, and global command and control systems. Its responsibilities extend beyond warfighting. It manages the balance between peace and catastrophe. Every day, STRATCOM exists to ensure that no adversary ever believes a nuclear strike could go unanswered. Because of this role, any unusual activity within this command sends a signal far beyond U.S. borders. Nations don't watch STRATCOM casually, they study it intensely. Number 9. The drill. Officially, the exercise was framed as routine. But routine does not mean insignificant. These drills are designed to simulate the most extreme scenarios imaginable: breakdowns in communication, rapid escalation, cyber disruption, and compressed decision timelines where leaders may have minutes, not hours, to respond. Participants train as if real-world consequences are at stake, because in a real crisis, hesitation can be fatal. When exercises emphasize speed, redundancy, and resilience under stress, it signals concern about instability. Militaries don't rehearse worst-case scenarios unless they believe those scenarios are becoming plausible. Number 8. The timing. Timing is the detail that transforms preparation into warning. This exercise did not occur during a period of global calm. It unfolded amid intensifying geopolitical tensions, expanding regional conflicts, renewed nuclear rhetoric, and growing distrust between major powers. Strategic planners do not operate in isolation from world events. They respond to trends, intelligence assessments, and patterns that may never be publicly disclosed. When readiness drills intensify during periods of global strain, it suggests leaders are preparing for a future they believe could arrive suddenly and without warning. Number 7. The signal. Military exercises are not just training, they are communication. They send messages without words. Allies interpret them as reassurance. Rivals interpret them as caution or challenge. Unlike public statements, exercises cannot be dismissed as rhetoric. They represent real capability, real coordination, and real intent to respond if necessary. When a strategic command demonstrates its ability to function under crisis conditions, it reminds adversaries that deterrence is not theoretical. It is operational, rehearsed, and ready. This kind of signaling is deliberate and carefully calibrated. Number 6. The silence. One of the most unsettling aspects of strategic readiness is what governments choose not to say. The U.S. does not publicly announce changes to nuclear alert levels because doing so could provoke panic or escalation. Instead, information flows through classified channels, intelligence assessments, and observable actions. Silence protects stability, but it also leaves the public in the dark. That gap between public calm and private concern is where unease grows. When leaders speak softly but prepare intensely, it suggests they are managing risks the public is not meant to fully see. Number 5. The window. History shows that the most dangerous moments are not during war, but just before it. This is the phase where misunderstandings multiply and systems operate under maximum pressure. Exercises, radar blips, cyber incidents, or technical failures can be misinterpreted as hostile acts. During heightened readiness, reaction times shrink, and tolerance for uncertainty disappears. The world has come frighteningly close to catastrophe before, not because of intent, but because of miscalculation. Strategic drills aim to prevent that outcome, yet they also remind us how fragile stability truly is. Number 4. The human factor. Despite all the technology, algorithms, and safeguards, nuclear deterrence still depends on people. Human judgment, perception, and decision-making remain at the core of every strategic response. Exercises test not only machines but minds, how leaders react under pressure, how teams communicate when information is incomplete, and how discipline holds when stress peaks. The existence of these drills is recognition of human fallibility. They are designed to prevent mistakes, yet they also underscore an uncomfortable truth. Perfection is impossible when consequences are absolute. Number 3. The ripple. Strategic readiness does not stay confined to military bases. It ripples outward, influencing global markets, diplomatic negotiations, and alliance behavior. Investors react to uncertainty. Governments adjust their language. Allies quietly coordinate. Adversaries reassess their own posture. Even without public acknowledgement, the world responds. Increased readiness can stabilize situations by reinforcing deterrence or destabilize them by increasing suspicion. This delicate balance defines modern geopolitics, where perception often matters as much as reality. Number 2. The purpose. It's important to understand what these exercises are not. They are not declarations of war. They are not predictions of imminent conflict. They are contingency planning, preparation for outcomes leaders hope never occurs. Strategic commands exist to ensure that deterrence holds, that peace is preserved through strength rather than force. But preparation itself reflects uncertainty. When leaders invest time and resources into extreme readiness, it suggests confidence in stability is no longer absolute. Number 1. The pattern. Looking back through history, moments like this often fade into obscurity unless something follows. Sometimes heightened readiness passes quietly, having successfully deterred escalation. Other times, historians later identify these periods as warnings that were missed or misunderstood. The challenge is that history only makes sense in retrospect. In the present, signals are ambiguous, intentions unclear, and outcomes uncertain. Exercises like these neither sits in that gray space, neither crisis nor calm, but something in between. This is not a story about fear. It is a story about awareness, because the most consequential moments in history rarely announce themselves loudly. They begin quietly with meetings, simulations, exercises, and preparations happening far from public view. Whether this moment fades into the background or becomes a turning point will depend on decisions being made right now, behind closed doors. If you want calm, serious breakdowns of global power moves before they become headlines, subscribe. If you believe understanding the world is better than fearing it, like this video, and tell me in the comments, do you think this was routine readiness or a quiet global warning? Stay informed, stay curious. I'll see you in the next one.